Good cop, bad cop, good cop.
Way to go, guys. Firefighters in eastern China recently rescued a heartbroken man just in the nick of time to prevent him from making a fatal mistake. According to Chinese media, The Paper, on December 27th, an unnamed man in Zhejiang Province's Yueqing City was seen alone on the rooftop of an apartment. After getting a call about the situation, city police and firefighters arrived at the scene and tried to talk the distraught man down. However, he resisted and decided he'd rather leap off instead. Luckily, the firefighters and police possessed some quick reflexes and grabbed the man's arm before he went too far over the edge. After being pulled back to safety, the man reportedly held onto a firefighter and wept, and later embraced his parents when they rushed to the scene. The man later told the media he was sorry for his foolishness. He had thought about how his parents would react if he had gone through with it. And if he didn't already feel bad enough, local police warned the man that he could be punished for disrupting the peace and for wasting public resources. Yikes. If you are in a crisis or at risk of suicide, please call your local prevention hotline or seek immediate help. Heroes doing heroic things.
Drivers form human chain to rescue man from SUV. As Harvey continues to pound parts of Texas, leaving more than 50,000 people looking for places to sleep, stories have been coming out of some incredible rescues. A viral video of drivers suddenly forming a human chain to rescue an elderly man from rising floodwaters kind of gives you hope for humanity. In the footage, the man is seen trapped in his SUV, with water quickly rising around him on a completely flooded interstate. Good Samaritans quickly jumped to action and instinctively formed a human chain. After a tense few minutes, they reached the vehicle and worked on getting the man out. This story has a good ending. The man was pulled to safety and taken to the hospital, where he was reunited with his son. The U.S. Coast Guard said on Wednesday it had saved more than 940 people from floodwaters around Houston, and that brings the total rescued by all agencies to 4,500. Oh yeah, and 113 pets were saved too.
School principal killed while saving kids from out-of-control bus. A beloved elementary school principal in the Indianapolis area was killed in a bus crash on Tuesday afternoon while saving several children from the same fate. Amy Beverland Elementary School principal Susan Jordan was helping students board buses to go home when a school bus carrying 25 students suddenly accelerated and jumped the curb. Jordan pushed several kids out of the way before being hit by the bus. Jordan died at the scene. Two 10-year-old students suffered serious injuries. The female bus driver told firefighters that she does not know why the bus suddenly jumped the curb. The Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department's fatal alcohol and crash team is investigating the incident.
Heroic dog saves owner's life. 2017 started out horribly for one Michigan man who spent New Year's Day injured and helpless in the snow. Luckily, it was man's best friend to the rescue. At 10:30 p.m. on December 31st, Bob ran out to get another log for his fire when he slipped and fell on the ice, breaking his neck. Unable to move, he screamed for help, but with the nearest neighbor a quarter-mile away, it was his golden retriever Kelsey that ran to his side. The temperature dipped to freezing, but Kelsey stayed by Bob, barking for help and licking his face and hands to keep him warm. The 64-year-old lost consciousness, but Kelsey's howling eventually got the attention of a neighbor, who finally discovered Bob 20 hours later. He was rushed to the hospital, where a doctor performed emergency surgery to save him. Now recovering nicely, Bob claims he owes his life to two heroes, his dog and his doctor.
5-year-old saves her blind grandma and family dog from burning home. Little Chloe Woods may only be in pre-kindergarten, but she has enough wisdom to know what to do when the house is on fire. Waking up to the sound of the beeping smoke detector on Wednesday morning, Chloe wondered what might be wrong. When she went to investigate, she found the stove in the kitchen had caught on fire. Her mom had left to drop her siblings off at school, so Chloe took it upon herself to wake up her blind grandmother and get her to safety. Her grandmother wanted to get her shoes on, but Chloe said no and insisted they get out. She put Grandma's hand on her shoulder and walked her and the dog outside. Once in the clear, she told neighbors to call 911 and asked for water to help put out the fire. Thanks to her quick thinking, which she learned from a class trip to the fire department in October, no one was in danger for too long. Her teacher started a GoFundMe page to help the family recoup some money for the damages, and after only a day, it surpassed the $5,000 goal. Who needs Superman when you've got a responsible and attentive 5-year-old like this?